laundry is still out. Like, the kitchen's not clean. Everything's, like, dinner plates are still on the table, not finished. We were at the emergency room last night. And, let me go ahead and tell you why. All right, I sat back down with him because it's so hard for me to be away from him right now, which is the only reason I haven't cleaned up the house. I don't even know what time it is. Like, we woke up, Sergio went off to work, and little Sergio's here with me, resting. It was a scary night. So let me tell you how it started. All right, I'm gonna take off my glasses because you know how I am with the glare. Little man started getting sick. Let's see, today's Friday. So Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, he had a little bit of a sniffle. Wednesday's congestion got a little worse. He started wheezing middle of the afternoon yesterday. His cough sounded like a broken squeaky toy. So I knew there was some restriction in his airway. And me being an asthmatic, I mean, my asthma's not as bad as it was in childhood, but wheezing I associate with just the inability to breathe. So, of course, last night or yesterday afternoon, he was wheezing and all of that. So I kept trying to hold him up. I didn't get anything done yesterday because my focus was entirely on making sure he was okay. And so I keep looking at him because I keep like needing to check on him. And then the cats are playing right behind you. Here, I'll show you. Oh, are you okay, puppy? It's gonna make me cry. Anywho, the congestion, we were trying to clear it out with like this thing, which is horrible. I freaking hate these, and they get gross inside anyways. But like, I tried using the bulb sucker thing, and it just was not getting anything out. So I was like, okay, it's got to be like deep congestion. Maybe what I'm hearing is more going into his lungs. He had been spitting up like projectile, like everywhere, all over me every time he would eat. Right afterwards, he wasn't able to get burps up, which told me his airway is that restricted. So we called, being military, we have something called a nurse line. It's basically they give medical advice as to whether we need to go to like an emergency room or seek care elsewhere. And they'll find the nearest place. So where we are in New York, the closest place to us is West Point. So we rushed to West Point, which at 10 o'clock at night is like scary a little bit because, you know, you're going along the mountains and like you can't speed or you're going to tumble down the mountain, you know what I mean? So we're trying to get there as fast as possible and, you know, not speeding. I was driving, don't worry. Mama Bear was protecting. But he's like coughing on the way there and wheezing, and his like ribs are like sucking in when he breathes, which is terrifying. If anybody's ever been through that, you're like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what that is, and that's scary because he's not able to breathe. And so like all of those things, and I'm trying not to like tear up thinking about it. So we get there, they don't really do any tests on him. So they listened to his lungs are clear, which I had listened for during the day. I'd put my ear against his back and I made sure everybody was completely quiet, and I listened and I didn't hear like that popping sound, and I didn't hear any gurgling or anything like that. Otherwise I wouldn't have waited. I would have dialed 911. We would have had him being treated in an ambulance on the way to the hospital. Like, I wouldn't have wasted time. But nonetheless, it was terrifying. It was scary. Like, I obviously am keeping it together because my other two kids and my husband were all piled in to our Kia Carnival, headed to the ER. And I forgot to mention, when we first got there, the gate that we normally go to closes at 10 o'clock. We got to the gate at 10:02 and there was nobody there. So I had to figure out how to get into one of the other gates to get on base. It was something else. I've been only a military wife for a short time. Like, this is still kind of all new to me. So like I don't think it even clicked on me like, oh, the gate's probably closed. And then when we pulled up, it's like open 5 to 10. And it's like, oh geez, it's 10:02. So they were like, we're out of here. I don't blame them. I would have been like, it's 9:55. We don't see anybody. I'm closing this thing down and I'm going. But and I can laugh now and I can be relieved now because he's okay. Um After all of the stress and all of the excitement and all of that yesterday, we were, in back for a while, just me and him, in the little ER room. They had us closed off because until, we were seen, they didn't know what he had and how susceptible he was he's 4 months today. So happy 4 months, they didn't know how susceptible he was to being catching something else, if this was going to be something that dramatically affects his immune system, and if somebody else walks in with some sort of virus or something, it could be life-threatening to him. So they had us closed off in this room, which was amazing. Like, I love the fact that they closed the door. It wasn't just like a curtain kind of thing. But they listened to his lungs, they checked him all out, and basically left us. I feel like this is a blanket diagnosis, kind of like IBS, with bronchiolitis. Here, I'll give you an actual picture. They gave me a picture. So bronchiolitis, it affects in your lungs and your upper airways. It basically is an inflammation, so you're not able to get air in as efficiently. And it makes a lot of noise. And I've got some sinus stuff going on. I think he gave me the cold. My husband gave it to my other kids. My other kids gave it to him, and he gave it to me. So I'm starting to get sick now. So I keep clearing my throat because I've got like that scratchy feeling. Anywho, that's what he was diagnosed with. But when he breathes, he's still a little wheezy. I don't know if he's wheezing right now. Yeah, he still is a little bit. I was trying to lean and listen. I got a little video of him this morning. I'll go ahead and drop that in here so you can hear his breathing as of like an hour ago. So let me drop that right here. How you feeling, Bubba? Rough night, huh? Love you. Yeah, it's scary. And him right now, like, makes mommy sad. Today is very much a catch up around the house, starting with a load of laundry, this room, and then the kitchen. I can't until I should tackle that kitchen while he's napping. I don't want to take a chance of the hormones from post-pregnancy, like, really make me want to cry. I want him to rest and get better. I don't want to be scraping dishes into the trash can, putting them in the dishwasher, rinsing dishes, doing all of those kind of things that normally wouldn't even bother him. But the cat just ran by him and woke him up a little bit. Let's see if he'll go back to sleep. Hey, puppy. I'm gonna say it. I didn't want to wake him up by cleaning the kitchen, but he might have just woken up. Hi, baby. He's like, Mom, not the camera already. Oh, that's it. Okay, it's okay. I know. Your smile keeps playing, your miles away. So we just got back from little man's 4-month checkup. He's gotten so big. Making some breakfast. We had an early 8 o'clock appointment today, so we didn't really get to eat an awful lot before we left. Now it's Mommy's turn to get some food, just some sausage and eggs this morning, something really simple, high in protein. And then we are going to get started with our day, and the kids are having some scrambled eggs.
I'm already done.
You're already done, and they've had some other food. They had a snack bag that we had packed. So there was fruit, string cheese, all of that kind of stuff in their snack bag. So now it's just getting them a little something else when we got home.
Yeah, I would go overseas just like that. Don't overthink it. Why can't you stay here? Give me the call and I'll just be there like that. I don't understand it. But you keep me together when
Yes, the CRV is still here. Going to be selling it at some point. Just still have to get the timing belt fixed. If you're watching this and you're looking for a car, got a Honda CRV for sale. If you want it, here in New York, come and get it. But yeah, so we are working on things in the garage today. It's garage day. I think I need these more often. I'm having fun. So I started this morning by wanting to figure out painting that and painting that with the color that's down there. See, I have my paintbrushes out and everything. And it turned into fixing the leg on that chair, taking apart more pieces of the couch because we wanted the cushion and the board behind it to fix this chair. And now we've got like 100 projects going. You can tell little man was out with us. Oh my goodness, now it's time for a lunch break because it's raining. We had everything out and spread out in the driveway using our camping rug to have everything on the ground. Like I said, it started raining, so we are headed to lunch. So I ended up mixing my own color paint. I used a light green with the dark blue. Got this blue, like in the color. It's gonna correspond with the table over there. And this chair here, when that's done, that's a work in progress. But we did cut the board. We got the foam out of the chair, just stuff in there. And then we do have a pillow cushion. That's what all that's on. It goes on that. It's a work in progress.
around me keeps me under pressure, yeah. It's so overwhelming, but I will wait forever so you can come and get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand.